Button is depressed.
All right, let's do this thing. Quiet on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. 9 years plus and still running. Who'd have ever thought they'd last this long? Lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Let's try that again. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz. Mike was muted.
And this is Jack, where Laz muted his microphone. I was about to check my settings on things. But welcome. It is Monday here in Shroud of the Avatar. And this is Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news. So you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours, because they deserve to be questioned.
Highly questionable.
Giveaways are open on both streams. You need to ! Bundle me to get in on the streamer bundles. You must be a Shroud player for those. Remember both streams. If you want to get in on the Steam Key giveaway, you need to ! I love free shit on Laz's stream. If you would like to get in on the Steam Key giveaway on my side, you need to own the bouquet, like Tina did. Yes. Don't forget, always better odds on my side for some odd reason.
For some reason.
But yes, for some reason, yes. Bang, bundle my. Yes, and then, wow. A cat chose a different one to sit in today. Izzy is in the one that's like right up over there. I would have to change the camera angle to show that one.
Gave him
choices.
That's right.
Yeah, you got 4 choices, and yeah.
Like your choice to join us here each and every day on Lunch with Laz and Jack. We appreciate it, and welcome to the show, boys and girls. As Jack said, it is Monday. It is October 21st, 2024 here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And of course, we've got some stuff and topics to talk about. Hot topics. hot topics. Not so hot topics.
Yes.
Lukewarm topics.
Including topics that are like, that's the answer.
That's
do you
the
really
answer.
expect them to do that? It's like, yeah. It's like, that would require them to do some work.
Yeah, one of these topics, I'm surprised that we still have to answer this question over and over and over again, but we'll get to that
What?
shortly. Yes.
There's no way that we would have to re-answer something over and over and over again, because there's no way that
I
they
should
would
say
have.
there's a couple of these topics that we have to answer over and over again, but one in particular, but yes, is but the hot topic. Are you ready for it? Are we starting with the forum post, or are we starting with the
let's start off with the forum. Let's start off with the forum post. Will we see Oni high update in 2025? Because Savio's like, I know it's been bantered about since 2018, but is there a roadmap for updating Unity?
Of course there's a roadmap.
We just don't know where it is.
Just not for you. That's right.
It's got one more meeting to be completed before it's delivered. Yeah. One more meeting, and then they'll have it. Berrigan, I don't expect this will ever happen. Sentinel, it probably should happen, though. Eventually needed updates will be something older versions can't support. Possibly even new digital items we couldn't be included unless created by our dev team. I mean, as it is, like, there's an entire generation of video cards that aren't supported by Shroud of the Avatar.
A whole bunch of what?
Video cards.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know the ones that have RTX in front of them?
RTX? Absolutely.
Yes. Also, did you hear Star Citizen was delayed? Who could have guessed?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was reading when you said that. I was like, oh, really? Shocking.
Shocking development.
Shocking development that they were announced at the same time, and Star Citizen is still in alpha.
Yes. Frost 2, hope reigns eternal. And Mapper, it would be really good to get an update on this. It really sounds like the Unity upgrade will open up a lot of doors for future game content, and thus really should be made a priority, even over the rebalancing stuff. One thing I'd love to see is placeable ponds that could then host fish from the fish tank. So I want everybody to remember that the Unity upgrade requires a new or an update to the server. That server has been at Ravelox's house for approximately, if not longer, 1 year.
Better part of this year, at least.
And at that time, remember, there was a stream where it's like, it just needed some additional RAM, and then it was going to get driven down to Austin and installed, and we are going to migrate all of our production servers to this new box. And so why is that box still sitting behind Ravelox?
I don't know. Too many concerts?
Oh, too many concerts? He was at another one over the weekend.
Oh, I know. He even poked fun at it himself. He was like, number 4,000 something, and somebody's like, that many? He's like, no, it just seems like I've been at so many over the last year, which, of course, we've been keeping track of. But welcome, Arthur Ragnarsson, to the lot. Looks like he's a newer player, but the grand total of 1 GMs.
Oh, welcome.
He saw the announcement and says, "Can I come join?" And I'm like, "Of course, feel free to come
Yes,
join us here. We're
absolutely,
here
absolutely.
5 days a week, except for
It,
weeks when we're not,
it
like
raining
last
in
week or the week before. Yeah,
raining in Florida.
yeah. What else is new? It's raining in Florida.
Is that part of the hurricane that's hitting Cuba or hit Cuba?
I haven't even looked at the weather map. It might be an offshoot of it. Let's take a quick peek at the weather and see what. Let's see what the radar has to say.
Yeah, that.
No,
So it
this
hit
one
Cuba as
is.
a. Yeah, it's going straight into the Atlantic.
Yeah, no, this is just plain old Florida weather. For those of you who
Yeah. Oh,
do check, there is that other storm that just came across Cuba and actually did a whole U-turn down there before heading off into the
yeah.
Atlantic. But yeah, we look at the satellite. Yeah, that's all over there, and this is just the usual afternoon Florida
Florida rain.
rain that we
Florida
have.
rain.
Yeah, yeah, nothing
Yeah.
out of the normal. And as you can see, it's
Hey,
just scattered showers, and happens to be like right over me is that little patch of. Yeah, you can see that little little
so
little spot right there over Deltona.
yeah, I will say that hurricane path is pretty damn funny.
It is.
So it started like east of Cuba by Turks and Caicos, uh, and then so south of that, and then hit Cuba, then decided to go northeast until it decided, okay, we're just going to go straight into the Atlantic.
Exit stage
So,
right.
yeah. So it was going west, and then decided to go straight up.
Yeah.
Or U-turn. So it hung a
Big
nice
U-turn too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, very sharp U-turn for that one. But yes, so back to Unity. There is some news on the Unity front because on Friday or Thursday afternoon,
The
Unity
17th.
6 was released.
Unity 6, what?
What? Unity 6 was released.
Now, for those who need a history lesson, Owl's Head was created in Unity 4.
4.
4. 4.
Which was the edition in like 2016.
Yes, and then of course they pulled a Windows, and instead of going
Yes,
to Unity 5, they started to use the year, which will be explained here in this article in just a second, I believe. So
yes.
and now we're back to 6.
Yes. So this is the see what's new. I'm going to skip that first project about the product architect. Unity 6 represents the beginning of the next generation of the Unity engine, is new official version name for what was previously referred to as Unity 2023 long-term support. So remember, Unity 2023.
Well, it started in 18, right? They went from Unity 4 to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and now we're on 6 again.
Yes. Our teams have been hard at work to deliver you the most stable and performative release to date in order to bring you new features that will enhance your creativity in the editor. So let's skip down to some of the things. Faster rendering, stability of performance, advanced lighting options, seamless multiplayer workflows, enhanced AI capabilities, improved support for mobile web, blah, blah, blah. But let's skip down to the boost rendering performance. Unity 6 is delivering many performance. Huh?
That's where I skipped
to both
to. And you
URP
said skip,
and
but yeah, I went just right to that.
Yeah. And I'm really proud of the optimizations we made to both render pipelines. We're introducing a series of optimizations aimed at speeding up production across platforms. reducing performance overhead and enabling smoother, more intricate scenes. Ooh. The GPU resident drawer will allow you to efficiently render larger, more detailed worlds across all platforms, including high-end mobile PCs and consoles. It optimizes the CPU cost by transferring static objects from the CPU to the GPU.
Nice.
Ooh. Without complicated manual optimization. GPU occlusion culling boosts performance by reducing the overdraw per frame, making sure you're not rendering things that aren't visible. I'm not worried about their cross-platform temporal scaler because we're not really cross-platform. Or their render graph, we're skipping that. Split graphics jobs, we're skipping, skip. The simplifier multiplayer game creation. He's really excited with what they've accomplished with multiplayer in the last 2 years. Unity 6 is stepping up with an incredible end-to-end multiplayer platform where everything is seamlessly integrated. Ooh, making it faster and easier for you and your teams to start creating. The Multiplayer Center is going to be your hub for success. Curated list of multiplayer tools and services relevant to your project, available whenever you need them. It eliminates the complicated task of having to choose which multiplayer feature tech to implement by recommending it for you. Oh, maybe we need that for maybe it's got some stuff about the network code and things like that.
Maybe.
But the last line in that that allow you to easily add multiplayer features, whether it's a lobby session connection or voice chat.
Voice chat.
Oh, voice chat.
Something
you remember when they tried to embed Discord?
I do.
Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Let's skip down to.
I thought the next paragraph was sort of relevant, but
okay. When it's time to validate your gameplay, deployment can sometimes slow down iteration, and we wanted to solve this. Multiplayer play mode is so convenient because it helps streamline this process by allowing you to validate your gameplay instantly, launching up to 4 independent, lightweight editor processes from the same assets on disk. For the most ambitious server-hosted projects, play mode scenarios allow you to configure deployment steps, including the build of your dedicated server and its upload straight to your multiplayer hosting services. Another feature is the distributed authority beta. Client-hosted games limit cost, but puts the game at the mercy of host disconnection or latency issues. Distributed authority beta in netcode for game objects is scalable, cost-effective solution that manages client ownership and enables advanced latency for seamless scaling. I don't know. Well, let's see. But hey, you can go download this. We're going to skip the multi-platform reach because, well, unless you're Ezekiel Cooper, this is not a browser-based game.
It could be.
And well, it could be with this, as well as transferring it over to mobile.
Hey, reach out to those console players, man, you know.
Yeah, in console. And Tina's still bitter. Yes.
All this can be yours for the low price of another small fee of $15 million.
Something like that.
or $500 a month.
Mm-hmm. We're skipping the multi-platform features. Achieve more engaging visuals with adaptive probe volumes. Automates probe placement, streaming the fast iteration of light probe-based indirect diffuse lighting. enabling smooth transitions through sky occlusion and scenario blending. And Unity's light baking architecture now powers lighting data generation. Optimized to run efficiently even on devices with low memory GPUs.
Nice.
Yes, they've upgraded the visual effects graph for ease of use, extensibility, and the URP HDRP feature parity. HDRP now features volumetric fog output, and URP supports 6-way lighting for deeper, more realistic environments. Additionally, shader graphs UI canvas target allows UI artists to craft custom UI widgets using SDF-based workflow, making them resolution independent and dynamic, as well as advanced background processing such as blur. HDRP's enhancement to environmental effects through atmospheric scattering, ozone layer simulation, and the ability to depict realistic water, as well as enhancements to character hair and skin rendering, takes visual fidelity to the next level. Ooh. You can now harness the ray tracing RPA API because
ray tracing.
We don't support RTX cards yet. Yeah, yep. We don't need the demos. We don't care about the AI stuff.
Why not?
Enhance. Well, we're not Chris Spears' other game that uses AI for everything.
What other game?
That one that was supposed to go into beta like 8 months ago.
Like I said, what other game?
Exactly. Yeah, it was supposed to go into alpha like 10 months ago, 11 months ago.
Yeah.
Yes. Several new tools to enhance productivity and functionality, optimizations with higher impact, which is the profiler and optimization team. It shows optimization focus areas for the CPU and GPU instantly. The improved memory profiler provides accurate resident memory usage with detailed breakdown of graphics memory for quicker, higher impact optimizations. They're hopefully to creating better performing games. Woo! And the accelerated user interface development. There's a new UE toolkit. They've made significant improvements to the UE toolkit, speeding up the creation of custom UE controls. Developers can now customize how these controls are configured within the UE builder, making them easier to use. Additionally,
we need this.
Are you saying that our user interface is slightly problematic?
Well, you know, we have like the questionable vendor interface where we have the vendor buy listings, but we want the vendor sell listings, and they say that they can't just copy the code and point it in a different direction. So, you know, we would need a nice UE interface maker that would allow you to create it a lot more conveniently. That's just one of the many requested interfaces that it could be used for. But yeah.
Yes. I mean, if just only one. there was a thing that would actually compare the Unity 2018 to Unity 6 for all the things that they're missing. If only there was something out there that would do that.
There is. It's called the compiler, and the compiler probably breaks 50% plus of the scripts because they're not compatible, and we don't have a team who's capable of going to fix all those incompatible scripts with the earliest updated version, let alone the newest updated version, because, you know, Owl said 4.0. Yeah. Now, of course, that's just speculation on my point, but I do know that there was problems with some of the compiling back in the day. Um, how much was, yeah, is only a guess, but having experience running my own game server and trying to change between upgrades between versions of the server software, usually every time there was an upgrade, there were scripts that got broken and they needed a lot of time to fix to get them to compile under the newest version of the server software, which becomes a real pain in the ass when half of your scripts break, which are most of the major functions of what makes your game run. So, yeah,
Yeah, it's like sometimes you have to update shit, man. That's
yeah.
all I got to say.
Yeah, Tina says that's not the problem. The UE building doesn't just the visuals. They still need someone who can write the queries. Yes, well, I have confidence that David could write the queries if they could just get the visuals done a
Well,
lot simpler. But as
is David still working on the project?
far as I understand, I've seen him. Let's go over to where was it? The
Princess?
developer tracker. I think he was in there just recently.
I mean, he hasn't logged into Shroud since 11/11/2023.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I saw him answer something the other day, but maybe that was
It's
a
like,
throwback. Yeah. All right. Anyway,
so I mean that's when he last logged into the game, but
as who?
Devil Cult.
Yeah, well, that's Devil Cult. I don't think he uses Devil Cult anymore.
Well, what was his forum name?
That's a good question.
Oh, you can always search for David. David DC, right?
Yeah, that was the forum.
His forum.
Yeah.
David Devil Cult was last seen December 15th, 2023.
Okay. Well, there's your answer.
So, is he working on the project? Or was he poached by the owner of Portnip to work on the owner's new project?
Yeah, Zealot. We know that that is the case. We don't doubt it. We actually know that that is the case, and also many are just volunteers.
Yeah, they're all volunteer army.
The inmates are running the asylum.
Yeah, I think the only one that's actually being paid right now is Ravalox
Sanyo?
because he's going to all the concerts. I said full time. Sanyo, we also know, is working on the other project.
Yeah, well, again, things we do not know, so.
Yeah, he was last seen 28 minutes ago, so he's still working on the team.
Here comes the next wave of rain.
Oh, yeah. Bands of rain for Laz.
Things to make you go,
Yeah.
Anyway, moving right along.
Where are we going to? I mean, so Unity 6 has some exciting stuff that would be great for our team to actually use things and improve things as far as the multiplayer elements, the rendering of things, simplifying certain processes. But the same could have been said about also Unity 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Unity 6. But yeah, are you excited for people asking, hey, weren't we supposed to have a brand new server?
Well, nobody's asking about the
That
server. They just want to know about the update.
that was a requirement for
Well,
the continuation of that update.
so they say.
So they said, yes.
Oh,
But
geez.
has there been an update in months related to that?
Not that I'm aware of.
No.
Not that I am aware of at all. So, but you know
Yeah.
what I am aware of?
The bottom of the hour?
That's right. It's that time.
Okay. How many people are in on your side?
I got a whole 2 people, so it's a 50-50 chance.
Oh. I had 4, and somebody got in at the last second. Who was
Yeah,
that? Was that
Conjurer just
Conjurer
got in.
Dragon?
Yeah, Conjurer just
Okay.
got
Yeah,
in.
yeah. But my streamer bundle is going to be going to Morkin as soon as I find them.
Andrew, Night Owls, congratulations. You are
Okay.
the winner of the bottom of the hour.
Yes. Yes. And giveaway is reopen on my side, so you do need to exclamation mark bundle me on my side and exclamation mark bundle me on Laz's side to get in on that streamer bundle. And
Here we go. Congratulations, Andrew. As we move on to talk about the client question, or you want to talk about the lot question?
oh, let's go to the client question
Or,
because
or
that
the, or
was
the
from last week.
or the squirrel question.
Because Shroud math. So Soda Steam install versus the standalone client. Is there anything that can be done to improve the standalone client download package? For example, I had to recently install Soda on a new PC. I downloaded the standalone client. It's been taking 3+ hours to get 25% completion. Download speeds are about 240 kilobytes, which is horrible when Knight Rider has a gigabit internet fiber or internet connection. So I did a fun test. I installed Steam, installed 13 gigabit package in 13 minutes through Steam. We need a better way to deploy the standalone package. Going from version 0 to current is not very efficient with the current package if we have very low seed counts on that model. Can we not have a bulk package download similar to how Steam can produce a 13 gigabyte download install? Or did we need to push more Steam if it just works much better? So, hey, Laz, how do you update Shroud of the Avatar for the most part?
I use Steam, man. It doesn't make any
I
sense.
use Steam as well.
Hasn't made sense to use the standalone client since day one. I'm surprised that people haven't figured this out just yet. And
Yes.
99.9% of the times on release days, I don't even have to patch because it does it in the background automatically
It's
for me.
all done automatically.
So
it's just opening up the game. You don't have to sit there and look at the patcher trying to launch the game.
And then if it does have to patch, then usually it's just a matter of minutes, literally. If that, when I open the game, it goes,
2-3 minutes.
I got to do this real quickly. Pardon me for a second while we grab the latest files. But other than that, just use Steam like normal people. Tina says, why we do a standalone client still? Again,
well, I will say that the standalone client for the QA server because Steam's a pain in the ass to do the QA because you actually have to enroll in the beta, then it downloads the beta client. But in order to switch between the two because of Shroud, you can only have one running at a time. So for the QA client, I use the manual one. So Laz, when's the last time that you opened up the QA client?
Oh, I don't know, about a month ago, maybe.
Okay, so let's go ahead and open that up. Okay.
Let's see. I don't think I can really do that without moving all this stuff out of my way. Where is my QA client? There it is.
Yeah.
Is it over here? The QA client, there it is. Updating the game, and it's starting from 0.
Starting from 0?
Starting from 0. How about this?
Oh, shit.
I've already got the patch installed, but here it is, just so you can see. Again, starting from 0, which is stupid because I already have the game installed. Why it's starting from 0?
The funny part is 1655 isn't even the most current patch. It's 1657 according to mine.
Yeah. So why it's starting from 0 makes absolutely no friggin' sense.
And I'm downloading at like 5-6 megabits per second. You're downloading at 3.
Yeah, but your connection is just a little bit better than mine.
Well, I do download at gigabit speeds if I would actually connect to that side. Yeah, I mean, right now I'm probably connected at like 400, 500 megabits per second. But so Shroud math related to the patching of the client and everything else, because sometimes you have to go through multiple patches that have to get applied before it gets to the current version.
Now I'm running at 16 megabits per second. So
okay, yeah. Well, I'm applying an update for 1655.
Yeah, but see, mine isn't giving me an update. Why it started from 0 through a shortcut that was already installed makes absolutely no fucking sense on my end. Which again,
yeah. Well, I am about 3 minutes into my process for updating it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna stop this altogether because I really don't.
No, don't stop it. Don't stop it.
Why?
Because
I don't need to be doing this right now.
Oh, but we're showing a point, because if you were trying to do that to the real game client, it's like, why is it so fucking slow?
Yeah, but that's even on another server altogether, which is even slower than the other one. So that really doesn't make much sense.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. But the actual answer comes here in a little bit when we get to the silliness of it, because we don't use a classic installer.
Well, it usually does not take half a day. That depends on the entire length of the line.
Lomir,
not only your PC and your connection to the IC.
Thank you, Lomir.
Yes, because their setup is trash.
Lomir,
in your connection to the ISP, but the load of the server of Soda in the overseas connection if you're not in North America.
Hold on.
It has a silver.
Hold that thought. What are we doing, Lomir?
We're playing marbles, darling.
That's what I thought.
Okay, got to load up marbles.
So now you can finish that sentence and that Conjure Dragon.
As the Soda server is located in the U.S., it depends on the time of day. Try using times outside of normal U.S. time frame into times where no hurricane devastates the infrastructure of the southern U.S. The standalone client Patra uses BitTorrent. Some ISPs block or otherwise make such protocols difficult. There are also some routers need some settings adjustment to approve peer-to-peer protocols. Steam works best for you. There's not much, if any, benefit to using the direct client. They are the same, and the Steam version works with no non-Steam logins as well. I usually have both installed. I was just pointing out that Steam installs much more efficient and quicker. I understand the BitTorrent client with the standalone.
I said finish Conjurer Dragon, not finish the whole topic.
Oh. Well,
we'll get back to this.
I'm at 5.5 minutes so far for applying this update.
I've got the Marble Adventure ready to rock.
Okay, you've got the Marble Adventure. I've got the Speedrun Original. Don't do play yet on my side because it's still loading. Now you can do exclamation mark play on both streams because we are clicking start in 3, 2, 1. Start. Don't forget, join in twitch.tv/Cinesist and twitch.tv/NBNN News. Exclamation mark I love free shit on Laz's stream because he's got a giveaway at the end of it.
That's right. So make sure you're entered because you got to be in it to win it. But we'll get back to this topic because using BitTorrent is stupid because
completely Shroud map.
What was the first thing you did when you installed that client and realized that it had a peer-to-peer connection? Because I know the first thing I did was said, no fucking way, you ain't using my connection. And I turned that shit off. How many other people turn that shit off so that they didn't leech off your bandwidth?
Well, I am now at about 7 minutes for this patcher. And remember, I was on. Now I'm going to 1658.
All right, here we go. Getting ready to roll that.
Why am I wasting 10 minutes to update the game?
I don't know. Why
Laz would have proof of concept.
Lomir ejected, Cinesist ejected, Tina ejected, leaving me and Andrew as the only two people left in the track right now.
Everybody's still on my side on the Speedrun Original. As I have stolen the lead from Tina.
And I am out in front.
Yes.
Andrew.
The game grants you 10 minutes of time to meditate in front of the screen. Well, it does that all the time. Anytime you change scenes,
Andrew,
you get to meditate
blowing out of the water. So the only marble left on the track right now is my own.
Oh. And everybody gets to send me scrolls.
I am stuck in this silly trap, which I finally got out of, but can I survive the rest of the track? Because this is a track with trap doors.
Victorious. Oh man, I can't believe I was victorious. Everybody gets to send me their scrolls. Get to wait for Laz to finish that off. As I'm closing in on 9 minutes for this QA server patch.
We're just waiting to see.
Ejected.
Waiting to see if I can make it through unscathed. That's right. And no, there was nobody who finished this track whatsoever. We all died, so congratulations to everybody for dying on this track. And closing out the giveaway, picking ourselves a wiener. And Jigoku, congratulations to you. Let's see what we've got for Jigoku today. Jigoku, you're going to get a copy of The Wanderer, Frankenstein's Creature.
Congratulations.
The Wanderer,
Congratulations.
Frankenstein's Creature, on Steam. And I don't happen to have that one right here, but let's just go ahead and see how much that game is. And that is $16, $15.99 going out to Jigoku. So congratulations. To Jigoku. As we get her key, and then we will reopen the giveaway once again. Control V. There we go. There we go. And of course, if you want your own personal mystery game key, all you got to do is donate 300 bits, 300 to either my stream or Jack's stream. And you too can get your own mystery game key. But now back to this topic, because you were doing Knight Rider.
Oh.
I usually have both installed.
I usually have both installed. I was just pointing out the Steam is much more efficient and quicker. I understand the BitTorrent client was the standalone, but if not many clients are open, the seeds are low. We need a direct download to the 13 gigabit package, which would be nice. Ravelox with, it appears your rig is not downloading the client patches using the torrent protocol. I just started the 0 patch from the live server playing in a player client and have gotten to 20% in 3 minutes. At 10 megabits per second. We have seen where some ISPs have randomly blocked all torrent traffic on their network. If you're unable to download the patches at a good speed, you might want to try to reach out and ask them if they have blocked torrents. Usually when this happens and you make them aware of the game patches, they will unblock it. If the torrent is available, then the client falls back and it's very slow in comparison. And a little screenshot of 0 to 1740.
Yeah.
And so that was 20% in 3 minutes of.
Yeah.
Does that look like 20%?
Wait, what does that say? That says 5%, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's some fucking Shroud math for you right there. That says 5%, clear as freaking day right there. Just anybody who's.
Well, I mean, he did say at 3 minutes, so his screenshot he may have taken earlier.
Well, you know, if you're going to take the screenshot, take the relevant screenshot. But you know,
I am 13 minutes into the QA server update, again, doing 1658 to 1661. Download. I'm aware different download, but interesting. Thanks for never had a problem. We'll dig deeper. Thought it was unusually slow. Don't know why, but back in the day when I downloaded, had more download speed, then restarting the torrent would often result in a better download speed. So for Soda, I would have to restart 1 to 3 times before getting a good one. Haven't seen the issue in years because no one downloads the client. Yeah. Now, I do not have the default client installed on my machine, and I doubt Laz has it either.
I do, as a matter of fact.
Are you sure?
Again, this new machine I may not actually have because I always had 3 clients installed. I always had the Steam client, the QA client, and the standalone client. This way I could always open up a second copy of the game if I wanted to log in another character and test something. But right now, I forget the fact that I just put this machine in. I mean, this past weekend, after realizing that my my UPS battery wasn't, up to snuff and it died probably a couple of years ago because the two new machines kept blinking out and had to reboot instead of getting, picked up by the battery backup. So I had to replace that battery, check all the connections, and realize that ever since I installed these three new machines, I didn't set any backups for them. So I had to sit down and figure out which machines actually needed to back up to the NAS box and all that good stuff, which I realized that these two machines really don't need to be backed up because they don't have really anything that's infrastructure related, whereas this machine is what really needs the backup. So, and again, very easy to fix these two machines because they only have very minimal software on them. Plus, this one relies 90% on just getting its files from my Dropbox. So if a drive dies, I just swap out the drive, reinstall Dropbox, and tell it to recover all the files, and it's back up and running. So I really don't sweat that one too much either. So, just talking about ways to get files taken care of, and that usually doesn't take long either.
Yeah.
But yeah, this peer-to-peer torrent, sharing again. First thing I did was I turned that off. So anybody thinks they're going to be, using peer-to-peer off of my connection, that ain't happening. Just
So the fun part is it doesn't actually give you the option to really turn that off anymore.
Sure it does.
Well, if you click on the little gear,
click on the
it's
gear
got
and it says
the port, hide upload game data via P2P.
Let's see.
Close launcher on play. So if you close launcher on play, that's what it would be. So
max peer-to-peer upload in kilobytes is 0, no limit, and you can and you can turn that off, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's the upload.
Yeah. That's for you to upload to other people, right?
Yes.
And then let me see my regular Shroud Avatar client. Let's see what happens when I try and launch that one.
So the reason that I'm using the QA client as an example, remember, it's not just the downloading, it's the applying of the patch where it extracts everything and modifies files. And for the QA server, I am 17 and a half minutes into it. And I'm only patching to 1662, even though the production server. So when Ravlox is like, well, I'm 20% into it at 3 minutes, he's lying. Because I'm downloading at 18 megabits per right now, and I'm at 15% right now.
Yeah. Again, take better screenshots or,
Yeah. So
if I was going to say I was at 20%, I would have a screenshot that said I was at 20%, not 5%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me.
After 3 minutes. And I am past the 3 minutes for the download of the official client, and I'm only at 18%.
Yeah. But anyway,
so why does it take an hour to download and install Shroud of the Avatar? Is Jack's download speed not reduced by all the other programs he runs? No, you can look at mine and see my download is 19.3, 17.41, 17.7, 17.11 megabits per second. I have
download speeds usually got nothing to do with all the other programs that are running. I mean,
and it is all writing to an SSD as well, so
that doesn't hurt. Yeah, I mean, I've got
Yeah.
This new machine is nothing but solid state. So this new machine is so quiet, it is ridiculous because, um, it was funny. After I updated my battery back up and got everything running, and I turned on my other machines and I turned that machine on, I'm going, well, why didn't I hear it go on? And I looked over and
Yeah.
there was a little light on, but I couldn't hear anything. And I'm going, shit, that's right. This thing's all solid state. But even that, the graphics card doesn't spin up because I'm not even using anything remotely, graphic intensive. That I don't think I've ever even heard the graphics card on this new machine spin up because, even with everything that I have open, I've got, what I've got, and many, I've got Zoom open, I've got Discord open, I've got the game open, I've got 2 voice programs open, I've got 20 windows of Chrome open, I've got the streaming program
Yeah.
open, I've got, all sorts of I mean, and not even touching the graphics card for, pulling power at all. So, it's just
Hey, Laz.
incredibly silent, this new machine. Hey, Jack, what?
What's the current release version?
Current release version? I don't know. I gotta go look. Let's see.
Okay, it is 1740.
1740, 10.7. Yes.
Do you know what's still running on my side?
What's running on your side? The installer?
QA server patch. Yes. We're at like 5 minutes in, or actually 6-7 minutes, and I'm only at 40% for
Just keep
the
the
official
inside dust
patcher.
free and you should be okay. I mean, the PC that I've got that has no covers on it whatsoever, because the first thing I do is remove the covers.
Why would you do that? Got to keep the cat hair out of it somehow.
Oh, well, yeah. Provide good airflow. Actually, you're going to die laughing. I don't know if I told you this, but this came with one of them tempered glass outside panels,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
as soon as I open it, it fell and broke. So I have no more tempered glass side panel because,
Ouch.
yeah, fuck me. And they want like $100 just for the fucking tempered glass side panel.
Yeah.
And second, to access the area where I was putting in new hard drives and other stuff was in the back of the PC, so I had to pull that one off to plug in my final hard drives, and I just never decided to put it back on because, I may be upgrading that again shortly. I think it was only a 2 terabyte drive, and I want to put a 4 terabyte drive in there. But yes, I do love buying new computers.
Yep.
Because actually, all my PCs here are new within the last 6 months. So these 2 are new, those are new. The only one that's not new is my NAS box, and that's new within the last couple of years after the last one died on me. But now with what did I say I have in this bad boy? Like 12 terabytes. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. 12 terabytes of solid state goodness. My 8 terabyte NAS doesn't seem like, I really need it anymore. And just for everybody's giggles and grins, I'm going to throw this up on screen just so you can
Porn
get
server.
a good laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Laz, what percentage do you think I am on the official client right now?
About 30%.
It says it's 57%.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 2
But
terabyte, 4 terabyte.
That's
2
been
terabyte.
about 10 minutes.
The 12 terabytes of solid state goodness, whereas my NAS box is running on 8 terabytes of spinny drives. Why I'm still using spinny drives at this point? Well, because I can, but
Yep.
But you know what we need to do?
Laz?
We need to wrap things up and get the flock out of here today because
yes, we do.
It is time
We need
for
to.
us to finish what we're doing.
It is time for me to open up a trade window with Andrew Night Owl and give him a streamer bundle.
Oh, congratulations again, Andrew. Let's see. We have 3 whole people in again this time.
Lomir.
And Andrew winning one more time on my side as
Did
well.
you want a copy of When the Past Was Around?
No.
Okay.
He's going to pass
We're
it
going to be
on.
giving that to Andrew. Andrea Kill on Sites, which is an $8 game currently.
All right. And we are closing the final
Oops, I did that
giveaway
letter
of
E
the
on
day,
there.
picking ourselves a winner. And Lomir.
Congratulations to the wieners.
You get to give away another game key. And you're going to give away a copy of Paleon on Steam.
Yes.
Paleon is currently $9.99. And are you keeping it or are you giving it up? What are we doing?
I'll give it up.
All right. So we will pick another winner, and that's going to go to Jigoku one more time. So Jigoku, a double winner today. And she can thank Lomir for this one. So there you go, Jigoku. You are a winner of Paleon on Steam. So congratulations. And of course, thank you to Lomir for his generous donation today. Thank you all for joining us here each and every day. We do appreciate it. And we shall return tomorrow with more right here on NBNN.
Yes.
Till then, I'm Laz.
Oh. I'm Jack.
I'm Lomir.
And we are NBNN. Nom nom nom. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.